Hi, guys. How are you today? We got a couple good stories that we're going to share with you today. We're going to talk about this whole Dr. Dre thing and his daughter, Latonya, coming out publicly, uh, dragging him, okay, saying he's not a good dad and whatnot, and exposing the fact that she's homeless. Then we're going to talk about this picture going around the internet, when which everyone's saying it looks like Robyn has had a nervous breakdown. Then we're going to talk about Wendy Asifo's bad bleaching job. Now we all know she's been getting her skin lightened, but it's pretty bad. She forgot to do her hands. And then we're going to talk about Bershan Shaw getting caught in lies again. And if you ask me, she could be the sole reason why this season is just absolutely terrible, and why I think The Real Housewives of New York needs to be canceled. I said it, people. It's my opinion. So let me go ahead and play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi, guys. How are you?
What's up? What's up, Gabor?
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing today?
What's good? Y'all can hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you good.
I was just waiting
What's
on you to speak to make sure I can hear you. What's up, homeboy?
Nothing much.
All right, let's get right into it. Let's start with this whole God, where'd the picture go? This whole here it is. Sorry guys. Let's talk about this whole Robyn situation. Okay, so if you've been watching this season of The Real Housewives, oh, I forgot. Hold on, you guys. I forgot something. If you haven't already signed up for Perry's hotline, don't forget to do that. You're allowed access to him practically 24 hours a day, except when he's asleep. If you want to report any tips, if you want to ask any questions, if you want to know when we're going on.
It's like an OnlyFans, people.
Perry thought you have caused enough today. You are a mess behind the scenes. Now, okay, so if you haven't already signed up, go ahead and do that. It's area code 702-553-3288. Now,
and it's free. The biggest thing is free. FREE. Free.
Why do you always say that? Did somebody thought it costs money?
Well, no. Yeah, because most people, I mean, you don't know. People are always selling stuff every day. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I mean, you go to 7-Eleven, get a Slurpee, they want to sell you something extra. You know, I'm only saying for Perry, it's free.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing to add. Now, I really want to get into this picture going around the internet. So, if you've been watching this season of The Real Housewives of Potomac, you'll know that Robyn's suffering from depression. Did she say that on the show, or is that something we know from behind the scenes? I can't even remember.
Well, I don't know. I mean, really, some things you don't have to say. Sure.
Did she say it though on a camera, Gabor?
Yeah.
She said it. Okay, so supposedly she's suffering from depression because of the rumors are that her relationship with Juan is suffering. We all know that the rumor is Juan's cheating on her. Everyone's been talking about how he showed up to the wedding looking homeless and interested in actually flirting with another server. She's just going through a lot. And I like Robyn. A lot of people don't. I do. I really do. But this picture surfaced on the internet this morning, and people are saying that she's having a nervous breakdown because she couldn't even get it together to look decent to go out.
My God.
Perry.
Really?
In public, right? So
you're going to sleep until 2 p.m.
Perry,
and then
please don't
come
make
out
me
looking
laugh.
like this. I'm only never mind.
People in the chat, please don't make me laugh. People are saying,
wow.
They're saying that she doesn't even care about her appearance anymore, right?
Wow.
Or please.
Wow.
Wow.
Matter of fact, cancel the order on the damn hats.
I can't stop. Oh, I mean, stop.
Oh, Robyn.
Cancel the order on the damn hats.
Oh, Robbo. Robyn. Wow.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I mean, it's one thing, to be somebody else's sister, but when you come out in public just to choose to look like this, when you're a beautiful woman, it just don't make sense.
I, I see that 67.
I don't mean to laugh, Robin.
Where's she going to pick up some more hats?
Harry, stop.
Oh, Robyn.
Look at just wow. We don't even know what to say. It's just wow. Somebody said, "What is that? A pamper on her head?"
I mean, like she a crip or something. She's rolling through.
Oh, Robyn.
Now I don't got a man, but I might as well join some organization.
Oh my God. Okay.
What is the hair doing though? Oh, Robyn.
I have no idea.
Let's zoom in. I don't
She
mean to
looks
do
touching the
this.
head. But please
And
don't
it look
zoom
like
in.
it's split. It look like it's
She looks
split on
touching
the
the
ends.
head.
What is that
Because
on
that
her
ain't her
head?
real hair. I don't know what that is.
It look like it's
Oh,
split on the
Robyn.
ends. You see the ends of it where it's splitting? I mean, can a wig split?
People are saying this is what happened when you go broke for buying a house you can't afford. I don't know. Wig. I don't. Make.
Oh, Robyn, what's the hair doing on the side and then the stuff at the back? Oh, Robyn.
But Sharrell, I got some scoop on the hotline today, but I'll let you go ahead.
Well, we got to talk about this picture first because people are asking me, "Is this a wig?" I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, because wigs don't normally have split ends, do they?
Oh my God.
I mean, do they? I mean, I don't know. I don't wear a wig. Mine is
Them-
fine and bald.
Them ends ain't split. I don't know what to call it. Them ain't split. They don't even look like no human.
It looks
hair.
sort of frayed at the end, though. I mean, so I'm not sure what you call split ends, but it looks sort of frayed at the end. You see it blowing through the air over
Y'all
there
need
to
to
the
stop. People are
right-hand
saying
side.
that she's had a nervous breakdown. This is a result from suffering from depression. It is a hot mess. I agree with that.
In my opinion, yeah. I mean, well, go ahead. I mean, because I don't want to mess up the
Oh,
storyline.
Robyn.
My whole thing is sometimes people cause their own nervous breakdown by staying in a relationship that's non-resistant for a long time. Get out of it.
You think this is a result of Juan?
Yeah, I think so. It's like she's so attached to this NBA player, which we ain't seen him on the court in years, unless he's coaching. Okay, so I sort of feel like that. I'm light skinned, green eyes. I supposed to have this.
She ain't light skinned.
Huh?
She not light skinned.
What is
That
she?
ain't light skinned.
Wait. What's that? What is she?
Where I'm from, yeah, I don't want to talk about color.
Okay. No. Okay, so we'll move on. We'll move on. I'm just saying she's light compared to Perry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, real light compared to Perry.
Where I'm from, if you light skinned, you black. Where I'm from, when you light skinned, you all black. When I'm from, you light skinned, you all black.
The chat. Oh my God, people are going in. But they're saying that, okay, so she's going through something. You can't come out the house looking like that. So that came out earlier today. And then all of a sudden on her Instagram, this is what she posted. Robyn, I only report the news, okay?
Why are you so messy, Sharrell?
No,
No. I'm saying, like, I mean, all the time, because when you come across messy, I get the blame.
I'm not being messy. That went around this morning, and then she posted this on her Instagram, basically saying that it was just a before shot before getting her hair, getting ready for her, what do you call it, the interview. Robyn, stop lying.
So she was going to the beautician when she was driving?
Also, that's supposed to be the same hairdo, and she's probably slept on it.
That is not the same hairdo.
Yeah.
Look at that hairdo. It's
like
a mess.
She got two wild
it looked like the same hairdo, and she probably was with a woman somewhere and got up from the bed and looked like that.
Not on the West Wing. I mean, she didn't leave the West Wing looking that way, did she?
They could be the
What
same
does it say?
hairdo.
She says,
"Hey, good boy, did she leave the West Wing? Good boy, did she leave the West Wing?
Robyn,
did she leave the West Wing looking like that?
If you was a boss like me, you wouldn't have to be doing that 6 months into the job.
Well, let me tell you something. A lot of women, if you don't have time to do your hair, you'll put a hat on. She owns a damn hat company.
You know what? Go out there and go through those empty boxes in your garage, and you'll find a hat somewhere Put it on your damn head.
Why she darkening her skin though? For the confessionals, why she darkening her skin?
Darken it.
It give me Rachel Dollars all. I'm sorry.
You think she's darkening her skin?
All.
You think she's darkening her skin? I don't know if she's darkening. Shit. I mean, maybe
it's a little darker on the left.
Look what Jules wrote. Sharrell, you have done permanent eye damage. Get it off my screen.
It don't look bad. It just look like she trying to convince me that she happy. Come on, Rachel. You can't do that, Rachel.
It's a mess.
Why do you call her Rachel? Hold up. Let's back up. Why do you call her Rachel?
Rachel Dolezal.
Oh, okay.
The lady who said that she was black. I think that's how you
pronounce no. I mean, because I didn't know. I mean, because the people in the chat, I just wanted to educate people. I didn't know why you said it.
That's what Robyn doing.
Robyn is going through some things. There's never an excuse to come out the house like this. I agree with she's having a nervous breakdown. We already know she doesn't get out of bed. She is just, and if you ask me, it's the relationship of Juan that is dragging her down. But you have some more information on Robyn. Go ahead, Perry. What is it?
Well, no, I was going to say this, though. I mean, because we was going back to this non-disclosure, right? Now, allegedly, because I don't know and I ain't have time to research it, but we knew something wasn't right about this whole thing.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, I got some stuff on the hotline because the hotline is lit, people. It's lit, okay? The hotline, Perry's hotline. But this person said that what's going on is one name is not on the purchase agreement of that home, which I heard some other stories that saying that her parents helped her purchase this home. That's the reason for a non-disclosure, because a realtor know who all signing the papers. She didn't want this girl to go out there and just sprout it out.
But could you blame one?
It wasn't about the address. It wasn't about the address. It wasn't about the address. It's that the parents know, hey, you know what? We're going to do this for you once again, but his name would not be on that damn purchase agreement because he ain't nothing but a squatter. You know what I'm saying?
Did you just?
Because I if I was one, I wouldn't trust her with my money either. Robyn got bad money management skills. She done met, he had a couple of $1 million. I don't know why she tried to make it seem like Juan was just this big time NBA player. He was not. He probably was good, but he was in the NBA for a couple of years. She messed off the money. Now last year she owing $90,000 in taxes. See, you and Giselle was sitting around laughing at Karen. Y'all didn't owe no $3 million like Ray did, but y'all owed something. Oh, Robyn.
It's sad. I mean, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I cannot feel sorry for her because most people think, oh well, her situation is so sad. But she don't have to be a B on the other end when she all up Giselle's ass and attacking everybody else. Okay, so if you can dish it, Perry here to make you take it. Okay.
Oh, Robyn, every time we see you, you ought to have on them. What's the name? What's she called the hats? Embezzled. You ought to have on an embezzled hat. Every time we see you, you need to sell a product. See, you, Candace, and Chris, y'all don't know how to sell us a product. Every time I see you, you need to have on an embezzled hat.
Especially whenever she took this picture. This is an embezzled hat day. It really is.
She was saying that it's, at the reunion, Andy was asking what's so special about the hats. And they was like, well, for black girls, it's satin on the inside. So it's good for black girls. Now pull up the picture of Robyn. Well, I guess she ain't got no black girl hair. So
the satin,
the head.
The satin keep you from getting split ends, what she got. So she ain't wearing her own product.
That's a wig. That girl ain't.
Yeah.
That girl ain't got.
Stop with the split end. You are too much.
No. I'm keeping it real though. I mean, look, I got 5 sisters. Okay.
Oh, Robyn.
I got 5 sisters, and I have heard this talk. I mean, cause my sister said, "Oh, I got split in." I said, "What?" Somebody broke in. You know what I'm saying? I used to get it confused, but then I got it right. It's split in. You can always tell on the little side at the end where it thins out at the end.
That ain't no real hair. Perry, that ain't human hair. This ain't no human hair.
No.
Didn't start on her head.
The boy, I got you.
Real hair.
Now, what kind of wild wolf that you get a wig made out of that's going to split at the end?
Party City. That ain't no real hair.
It's not a real hair.
That ain't her real
hair.
Y'all
know I know fake hair.
Party City. That's a wig. But Robyn, you and your
co-workers
know, if you was a nice girl, Robyn, you could have had once a week one of your co-workers, one of the girls on the show could put on an embezzled hat so your hats can sell. Yeah. You know,
yeah.
If you wasn't up Giselle's crotch, you could make everybody put on a hat every week.
I mean, maybe it's the heat from that box that make those ends split.
Oh, Robyn.
What box, Perry?
Giselle's box.
Okay, let's move on.
You know what? I mean, because heat make things just...
Perry.
Okay, listen. Okay, I'm only going to say this, right? Why would somebody wear a wig to come out to look this tragic?
I don't think...
It just don't make sense to me.
Perry, stop.
She probably had it on the night before, but she said that's what the hats was for. If you just don't feel like getting dressed up.
Gabor, but wouldn't her regular hairdo look better?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know neither. You might be.
She said that's what the hats was for. The hats was for when you having a bad hair day, or you want to drop the kids off at school, or you going to drop the kids off at practice, supposed to throw the hat on, and she didn't even.
Yeah, she running around like a raggedy.
Oh, Robyn.
But I agree with you, Gabor. That's what you made the hats for. Bad hair days with the satin in the inside so it doesn't mess up your hair. And then you come out like this. Do we believe that this girl is under some pressure, some kind of depression or nervous breakdown? Or do you think she's just, that's okay to come out looking like this?
That's for the show. I mean, go ahead.
What? No, you go ahead.
You go.
Well, I was going to say this. I mean, to me, I think depression is one of those things, like we have conversations on different channels and stuff, but I think she's in between something. So not just Juan causing a problem, it's between Juan and the West Wing that she's in the middle.
Yeah.
And she don't know what to do.
Some things.
Mm-hmm. I don't think
somebody got this right. She's in a funk. Go ahead.
I don't think she's going through nothing. She ain't going through nothing. That's just she did that for the show because she didn't have a storyline. So her storyline was gonna be the pandemic. She been going through ever since we met this girl. Ever since we met this girl, she been weak for one, weak at the knees. She been weak for one. Ever since we met her, she was trying on her old wedding dress.
Juan is her biggest problem.
Let the man go. Drop the zero and give it. It's time for you to be happy, Robyn. Your kids need to see you happy.
Well, no, I agree with that. That they really.
He don't want you. He mad at you. You messed up his money. He mad. He mad.
I agree.
I mean, because really, Robyn, if she wasn't rolling with Giselle like that, I probably wouldn't have this disdain for her. I probably would feel sorry for her. I probably go and cut her grass for free. But I can't do it because, on one side, you can't want me to feel sorry for you when you act like an idiot all under Giselle's ass. You know what I'm saying?
She's real aggressive.
Yeah. And tough while she around Giselle. When she get home with Juan, she can't say nothing. But I'll be up by 2:05 p.m. Come on now. I'm about tired of this.
Now let's move on to this story that's been trending since this morning about Dr. Dre. This is really serious. So his daughter came out and says that she's homeless. Okay, now we all know Dr. Dre's a billionaire, right? He's a billionaire. How did he become a billionaire? Oh, he sold the beats. That's how he became. He sold the beats.
He's a billionaire though?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They said they done gave the title to him, took it away, gave it back, took it away.
They took it away?
No, they done said that he was a billionaire. Then a couple of years later, they said that he was a billionaire. Then they said it was
trying to say that he's not now because he's going through this divorce. Okay.
The only thing I'm saying though, if you is mentioning a billionaire, say you drop a few, you still a millionaire.
Yeah.
Shout out to Robyn. Shout out to Robyn Fenty, Rihanna. She became a billionaire today. They say.
Yes, she became a billionaire today.
Get it, Riri.
Rihanna. And
that's right.
She did the Fenty Beauty. Rihanna has not put out any music. She doesn't have to work anymore.
Nope.
She's just working on the reggae album.
And I think Kylie Jenner is somewhere throwing up.
Well, she wasn't a real billionaire. She wasn't a real billionaire.
She wasn't no real billionaire, but Rihanna is, and her company's doing way better than Kylie's. As a woman, I've tried Fenty products before. And
have you tried the lip kit?
Yeah, I did them all. Yeah, am I in it today? What color is my lipstick?
No, I'm talking about Kylie lip kit.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I tried Kylie's lip kit.
Well, we're going to get you some Lisa Rinna Beauty, and we're going to have you come on and tell us how it works.
Lisa Rinna Beauty. She got this in it. Let me get to this story, and then we'll talk about. But congratulations, Rihanna, for becoming a billionaire.
Yeah, congrats.
Congratulations, Rihanna.
We're proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
Very proud of her.
That's a hard task to do.
She's young. Isn't Rihanna? She might be still in her 20s. I'll have to look
she's
at
33.
Huh?
She's 33. Well, I mean, at 33,
still,
you become a billionaire. That's great.
That's great. From nothing to billionaire. She's up there with Oprah. All right. So let's talk about Dr. Dre's wife, daughter Latonya coming out, putting her father on blast. She's saying that she is homeless. She's living in her car. The car that she's living in is a rental, and she's scared she might lose that any day now. She had to send her children to live with different people because she's struggling right now. And what makes this bad is that you're struggling with the father, if not a billionaire, because I heard he was a billionaire, damn close to it. She's saying that he's mad at her for coming out against him a couple years ago, and he won't give her a dime. Yeah. Now, this is not a good look. People have described Dr. Dre as a real horrible person. Now he's getting a divorce from his wife, Nicole, and she's saying that he hit her. And he's saying that he didn't. But it's easy to believe because Michelle A. Was it Michelle A?
Michelle A. said he shot at her. Not only did he beat her, he shot at her.
He also, there was a girl back in the 90s. She was an interviewer. Her name was D. I can't remember. D. Barnes.
From Pump It Up.
He beat her up. And there was a movie about, was it the NAA movie?
They didn't show it in the movie. They didn't show it in the movie, but she told Wendy Williams, I watched it when she was on Wendy Williams. She said that he beat her up at a club in West Hollywood, and she kind of alluded to him sexually assaulting her in the restroom.
Oh, okay. So then there's that. Then there was the Michelle A. movie. They showed him. It was. Did you see that, Kabor? It was crazy.
Of course I did. Of course I
physically beat this woman up, and now he's allegedly. So they got a divorce because he was cheating. Now Michelle A. said he cheated all the time too, and then he's supposed to be having an affair now with the girl from BTK or Marion. What's her name? April Jones, and now he's supposed to be cheating on April Jones.
Tupac said that Dr. Dre was messing with men. You know, they said it. They said for real. Tupac
that's
said
what
it.
You heard?
That's what they. Tupac said it. I'm for sure. Tupac said it. That's the running joke about Dr. Dre though. They've been saying that about Dre. Okay, way back when.
Let me ask you this. Just because your father's a billionaire, is he obligated to give you money?
See, he ain't. But a big but. Him and Jimmy Iovine gave $70 million, donated $70 million to USC, right? And see, if y'all can donate $70 million to USC, your kids ought to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Right.
And I ain't saying
I'm not saying she ought to be living in a mansion or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But she could be living in a hood apartment somewhere that he paying for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She shouldn't be homeless is all I'm saying.
Right.
This is not a good look. She could stay in the guest house and you still not speak to her. But to have a child and your grandchildren suffering because the mom is going through hard times and the daughter actually sleeping in a car, Dr. Dre, you could have all the money in the world, but if you fail at being a parent, nothing else matters.
Yeah, that's the truth.
And I'm just so disappointed in you. It's not even funny. I mean, what good is it to have all that money when you brought nothing but destruction to your loved ones?
Right.
And for Nicole, I'm with Gabor. Dr. Dre says he is not putting a hand on her. I believe her. Something in me believes her. And you have not changed your wicked ways. I felt sorry what happened to your son, Andre Jr., but you failed at being a parent. You just did. And so, you could have, and you are talented as a producer. That doesn't matter either.
Right.
It just doesn't matter. Dr. Dre, do better. Do better. I can't with these men that you could have all the money in the world that fail at being a parent. It's your only job for me. your only job on this planet, and you don't deserve a reward for doing it. You should just be a good parent. If you fail at that, I don't care how many beats you can put out, how much money you're making. I am so done with Dr. Dre. It's not even funny.
But if he ain't gonna, I just feel like if he was upset at her for saying something, this definitely, her coming out with this definitely ain't gonna make it, happen. But if you ain't gonna help her, at least help the kids.
Right.
Well, at least help your grandkids.
Mm-hmm. And I feel that she should come out. She should have came out. I'm trying to post the
How old is Dr. Dre?
He's 50.
50?
Well, no. I'm just saying. I mean, at least we know here that upper part of his life, right? Mm-hmm. And at what point, when your life don't matter, it's pretty much about your kids and raising.
52?
56.
Hey, 56. Okay. That's even worse.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, at what point where you get to say, hey, I got to reconcile with my kids, I got to do all this stuff, even if you wasn't perfect. But I don't see what kind of morals do a person really truly have that's just going to just let her separate the grandkids while she's sleeping in a damn car. It just don't make sense to me.
How many kids she got?
And then you want to go and give the charity just to get your name out there.
3?
Yeah. I'm trying to put the link in the box. It's not working.
Is there any substance abuse or something going on? I need to know the full story.
With who? The daughter?
With the daughter. I mean, what's going on?
Allegedly, no. She's fell on hard times. So he doesn't talk to the mother. God, what is her name? He's just never been a good father from day one, really. He was gone in the early years. This is his oldest daughter. So this is at the prime of him being an alcoholic, at the prime of NWA. He just was never there. So he was never a good father, and never gave money for the longest time. Until eventually he did. But, he was just a bad father in the beginning. And this is his oldest daughter. So, but
so
according to her. This was the
girl that was in the movie. This was the girl that they was portraying in the movie, because he had a daughter in the movie. This had to be the oldest one then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I say this though. I mean, seriously, like, regardless if nobody want to see their kids on drugs or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But for a person to be able to go and give donations to save the children, when you ain't trying to save your own, it's too much for a parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Really at a certain point, you ain't gonna, like you said, Gabor, she's not gonna be in a mansion, but it should be still something there in your heart to say, hey, you know what? Me and my daughter might not agree, but I want to give her this attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to help her out.
There's no damn way I could see my daughter. And he's got to do something though, because now she's coming out and she's talking about it and she's putting him on blast. And he don't like to look bad, but maybe he don't mind. No. I hope he gives her some money. Anyway.
If he beat Miss LA, his wife,
I wouldn't give her no money. I don't. Maybe she's wasting money. I don't know. I just need to know the full story.
But I get it, right? But Gabor, it's other ways around it. Say if she wasted the money. If you just paid the rent, she never touched the money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you just supplied the food, she never touched the money, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Do something if you're gonna get a charity to look good in public. Mm-hmm. Like, especially I'm gonna give the charity, save the children, when I'm gonna let mine run free.
Especially 70 million.
Speaking on that really quickly, she did say that he had gave her some money in January of 2020.
How much he give her?
She doesn't say, but still, it's not enough. It's just not enough. If you need money, you need money.
Well, it's just saying to me. How did he give us some money in January and she got a rental car? I mean, it just, I'm not.
No. See, I don't understand. The story, and then,
it ain't that I ain't believe in the story. I just gotta know more.
Right? No. I know more. And like I said, if you got somebody, you can't just enable them to do what they want to do. you get to spend the money in a different kind of way, right? Like you pay the bills at the place. You supply the food without any money transaction. That way, because say, what if he did give her money in January and she was cracked out or whatever, or out there, spent the money.
But Perry, with 4 kids, she could go get on HUD.
Well, no.
They'll give her an apartment. She ain't got to be living in that car. That's just a sad story.
What I'm saying is, you do not enable them by giving them cash if you feel that's the kind of person it is. But you can give her a place to stay and supply the food without giving her $1.
Listen, look at this. KC says she doesn't believe the story.
That's what I'm saying. I need to know more because with 4 kids, she can go get HUD. She can go on. She don't have to be living in her car. Even with 4 kids, even without Dr. Dre, they'll give her a free apartment somewhere.
But what
and food stamps.
What
so
about
she's just trying to make us be sad?
That let's say he gave her money and she blew the money and she's just a mess up. I can't let my child, me personally, sleep in a car and have the children go other places. I just can't do that.
But I'm just saying, she's
I'm
sleeping in a car.
Billions of dollars.
That's what I'm saying, Sharrell. She's sleeping in the car because she want to sleep in the car.
Okay, so I get it. So you saying that she's just lying? Okay, let's roll with
I ain't saying she lying. I ain't saying she lying.
No.
It could be more to this story.
Let's roll with that, right? I mean, but damn, if
you're right,
what would be her reason? Whether whacked out or not, right? That you would come at a person this way unless y'all got some kind of disagreement. Typically, you don't just lash out at a person for no reason. But like you said, we don't know the story. It could be he did a lot for her. She's just unappreciative. We don't know.
No, I don't care what the excuse is. You don't leave your children out there hanging like that. You gotta help in some kind of way.
I would agree though, but what they saying is, what if what you feeling is not what's actually happening?
I don't know. It's a tough one. We'll talk about it. Let me bring up Andre really quick before we continue on. Andre, what's your thoughts on this?
The part that make me mad is, regardless if the daughter was messing up, destroyed the money, you still don't leave your grandkids out there in the street. If he was not going to help his child, he at least should have helped his grandkids, brought them to his big old house that he have. If he didn't want to help his daughter, what about the grandkids? The grandkids ain't got nothing to do with this. Being a grandfather, he should have stepped in and took over those grandkids.
Oh, look at this one. This one says, brown-skinned lady says, especially when you take care of the light-skinned ones. Oh.
Them Nicole kids, huh?
Yeah, those are Nicole's kids.
That's right. And the thing about it is, they said Dr. Dre was a mean man. Yeah, he will whoop up on a woman anytime in the day. You don't, I don't care if you don't want to talk to your daughter or your or your son or whatever. Why would you look over, not help those grandkids? Those grandkids are innocent. They have nothing to do with this man. You're the grandfather. Step in.
Jam's saying it's easy for us to judge. I'm just telling you what I would do.
I say this though, and I say this with Jam, right? At some point, we all judge. Like, if we sit here and say something, when you respond like that, you made a judgment also. Right? So let's keep it real. Judgment is just a thought. And people say, well, thou should not judge and all that. Then you're a person walking around with no damn common sense, because you get to know, should I cross the street or should I not cross the street? What I'm saying is that we don't really know what happened. And it could be more to the story. But I would think it was more to the story if I knew I paid your bills without directly giving you money. I know your kids got a place to stay. I could simply come out and say, you know what? If her kids is not staying at home, it's not by choice. I mean, it's not my doing. It's something that she chose to do. It's an easy defense. Receipts is a reason, right? And with that kind of money, I don't know who's right. And like people say, it could be different stories. They could be just mad, just fighting. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just saying, if for my kids, I'm gonna try to do the best I can do.
And also, too, it's just a lot of more than one people have person has called him mean.
He is mean.
More than one person.
Mm-hmm. They say he mean. He'll whoop up on a woman quick, fast, in a hurry. He is mean. Mm-hmm. But let me ask somebody this. Regardless of what your child have did, I don't care if my daughter's out here doing things that she ain't got no business doing. One thing as a grandmother, I may not have much, but one thing as a grandmother, I am not going to turn away my grandkids. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to pick them up, bring them home, and do the best I can with them. I would never leave my grandkids out there in the street.
I would never leave mine either. I just
never. Neither. I bring the kids in. She probably can't come.
I bring the kids in.
But the kids come.
And then can I address the comment that came across though?
Yeah.
They said that she's old enough to take care of herself. I get that part, right? But we all know in life isn't perfect, okay? Mm-hmm. Things go through. And yeah, she could be doing a whole lot better, just being irresponsible, whatever. But how can a grandparent look at their kids, suffer because of the kid they raised?
But he probably, to be honest with you, now it's sad to say he probably don't love the girl. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. I mean, some parents don't.
You're saying, whoa, hold on. Let me read this really quick. Where are the kids' father or their family? This is true. All the stimulus money, story suspect. Somebody agrees with you, Gabor. What did you just say?
You know what? Let me say this. Not every Black parent or father is responsible for their own kids. And y'all know this. So let's not play that game.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. We do have some good Black fathers out there. But some Black fathers out there, they don't care if their kids survive or don't survive. They just don't give a damn. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, it's a terrible situation, but I just don't like Dr. Dre. That's my judgment. We're all judging, the way he's treating his Nicole, the things that he did to Michelle A. I just don't like him. It just, and I wouldn't let my kid hang like that.
As far as my opinion, I don't know the whole story, but I would just say this. I just feel like regardless, it's something, if you didn't do these things, a response could have been helpful. Just to say, you clear the story. When you don't give me no response some kind of way, I mean, like people say, shit suspect, that's suspect too. Because at the same time, I probably would say, hey, no, you know what? My child has a place to stay. I'm paying this. I'm doing this. Regardless how much money I'm giving her in her hand. But the other things would be necessary if I had that amount of money. I don't even have that amount of money. My kid, if they ask, I'm giving.
Ebony got some strong opinions. She said, so why should Dr. Dre take care of her 4 kids from those Black fathers? Really?
Because he's the grandfather. He's the grandfather. And he's supposed to have compassion. I am a grandmother. Do you think that I would leave my grandchild out there to suffer of the world? I made me mad at my daughter, but I'm not going to leave my grandson out there because it's not his fault. When you're a grandparent, you love your grandkids. You don't leave them out there to the wolves of the world. You're a grandparent, and that's what grandparents do. They love the kids.
Let me change what that person just said. Okay, if me and my 4 grandkids and their 4 fathers, if they had separate fathers, was at a lake.
Yeah.
Okay, and my grandkid was out there drowning. And I can reach out and grab them. Why would I sit in my seat and say, oh, well, I'm going to wait till one of their fathers do it?
Exactly.
You know what? I'm only saying that's just from my opinion. Everybody got different opinions how you might want to raise your grandkids. But I feel like it's my responsibility, but you might not feel it like it's yours. So it's one of those topics that, like, to each his own, right? I mean, because you might feel like, well, hell, ain't my responsibility. Even when it's your grandkids. My grandkids aren't technically my responsibility. My kid I raised is sort of my responsibility to a certain degree, right? But if I seen my grandkids who was innocent, didn't have nothing to do with all this, it's hard for me to see them suffer.
But
that's my thing. But if you can watch them suffer, go ahead and do it, and you wait for the other fathers to step in.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
I feel like it's something deeper because if she got siblings, I mean, I just don't. How is the girl homeless living in a car?
I don't know.
You get what I'm saying? Because if she got siblings, how come she can't go over there to the siblings?
Well, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I was going to talk about other stories like Bershan Shaw and stuff like that, but I'm going to hold that because everybody in the chat has an opinion on this Dr. Dre thing. So I'm going to start taking calls and letting people give their opinions because it's a lot. Hi, First Lady. How are you?
Is this Giselle?
Oh no, it's not.
Okay.
I'm surprised that y'all accepted me. Oh my gosh, I'm so.
Because I was about ready to disappear if you was Giselle.
Where's my camera at? No, it's definitely not Giselle. But I just wanted to say that I agree with Andrea because my granddaddy and he took in 5 kids that was not his. Like my grandma had her own 7 kids before him. My mom was his only biological child, and he raised all 5 of one of her son's kids because he just dropped the kids off one day and said, "These your responsibility," and they was babies. And my mom had to go up to Jacksonville with my grandma to pick them up and everything. So it's, to me, like, it's really touching that he would just like say, forget the grandkids. Like, I understand with the daughter to a certain extent, but with the grandkids, like, I feel like they're innocent, like Perry was saying.
Thank you for calling in. We got a full house, so I'm going to try to take as many calls.
Thanks, First Lady.
Thank
you.
You
scared me for a second.
Thank you.
First Lady.
We are full, and people have opinions. Let's hear what they have to say about this. It's crazy. Hi, Q. How are you?
Hey, everybody. I'm good. How are you, Sharrell? Hey, Perry.
Hey, what was happening? What's happening?
Not much.
What do you think about this Dr. Dre situation? It's crazy.
This is true. However, we don't know the whole backstory of what's going on between him and his daughter. However, for him to allow her to be in the streets in a car with his grandchildren is unacceptable. If there was a drug issue or a mental health issue, he has the resources to get her help. And he said, okay, let me go ahead and help you through this situation while you're dealing with your ordeal. Let me take the grandkids, regardless of who their fathers are. I don't want my grandkids to be in the street. I want to make sure that they are safe. I want to make sure that my daughter gets the help that she deserves, and then we can move forward, because it's a lot easier to keep the situation quiet without having her to go to the press talking about the family issue.
Thank you. No, I
absolutely agree with everything you're saying. That's how I feel. Also, so thank you for calling in and giving your opinion. We appreciate it. And you've got the chat on fire. People think you're cute. Just wanted you to know that.
I'm going to get on back into the bushes. I just wanted to give my 2 cents, and I'll hop off. And I'll be back.
I appreciate it, Q.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right.
I agree with him. Everything that he had to say. Hi, Conda. How are you?
Conda.
Hi, guys. How are you guys doing?
This is a situation. Sound off, Conda. What's your opinion on this?
I agree completely with you and with Perry. I'm going to tell you why. Even though our situation was a bit different, my brothers and sisters and I, but our father, when I was 2 months old, killed our mother. And my mom's sister, her oldest sister, who raised all of us, because all the brothers and sisters wanted to separate us. I'll take this one, you take no. And my dad, who I know is my father, said no. They're too young, they need to be together. And they raised all 6 of us. So I just don't, that said, and I know the situation is completely different. However, being a child and being put in that situation, I couldn't imagine it.
Exactly.
I mean, you're opening your children up. He's opening his children up to so many horrible life circumstances that doesn't have to be. He has the resources to help his grandkids. To me, the money he probably throws on champagne at a party can help his daughter.
Right.
Conda, you have a cousin in the chat.
He does.
They said they've been looking for you for years.
Where you see that at? What's the name?
What?
West Free 2. It says, "Oh my God, Conda is my cousin. I've been looking for her for years. Conda, call me. Terrence has my number."
This? Oh my God! How did you see that, Gabor?
And I was gonna say this though, Conda. I mean, you know.
Hold on, 1 second, Perry. Did you see this, Conda?
Who is? No, I don't know a Terrence.
You don't know a Terrence? Okay, wrong Conda. Go ahead, Perry, really quickly.
No. I was gonna say that. I mean, I'm sorry for that. I mean, but my prayers go out to you for that. I mean, because that had to be a hard situation. That's all.
It was for my older brothers and sisters, for my 2 older brothers, rather, because they witnessed everything that happened. But my sister, but my oldest sister, she was away in school, and but it was hard for them. They had to get help first through the pastors and through the church, and then they realized they needed professional help because of all the things that they witnessed. And even to this day, I'm 57, as I stated before, and they're older than I am. Even to this day, when I'm talking to them, there are certain things that trigger them. There's certain things that they really have not really processed through. So why would Dr. Dre, with all the resources that and I thank God for my family, my uncles and aunts. I mean, that family bond, that family love is everything.
Maybe he'll come out and change his mind. It's a crazy situation. Thank you, Conda. I appreciate you sharing your story with us.
You're
Take
welcome.
care.
You
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye, Conda.
It's a lot of people. Hi, Teresa.
Hey,
how
Teresa.
are you?
Hey, Teresa.
You on mute.
You on mute.
You're on mute.
Hi, baby. How y'all doing?
Hi.
Good, thank you.
Sound off on this Dr. Dre situation. It's complicated.
Okay. First of all, most people may think because that woman is grown, he owes her nothing. And that's true. But the fact is, I cannot see one of my seeds laying out there on the street. I can't do it. I got 2 grown sons. If I got a place to stay, they got a place to stay. They don't want to stay with me, but as long as I got a place to stay, they know they do have a place to stay. Eat. If I'm eating, they eating. Ain't none of that. And Lord, don't even get into the grandkids, because I killed a man.
Amen.
No,
but
I agree.
Yeah, but I do want to say that let's not say there's plenty of black men that don't take care of their kids. Let's say men, because white men do it too.
All right, yeah, I got you. Right.
Yeah, and we don't even know if this woman's kids are by a black man.
Yeah, that's true.
So
thank you, Teresa. I agree with everything you just said.
No,
I really do.
I agree too.
Not my seed. Take care. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, love you, Gabor. Bye.
Love you too.
Bye.
I love you, Gabor. Another one. Hi, Amy. Sound off on this situation.
And you don't.
I guess I'm gonna be the fly in the buttermilk. I'm not saying that what y'all saying is wrong, but I feel like sometimes there's some other stuff going in play, because I know when parents and children
Can you speak up just a little bit?
I know when parents and children clash, things like this happen. Like, let's say it's like a situation with Jackie Christie with her daughter. Her daughter was with a man she didn't agree with, and she was having children by this man consistently. Then she pulled her support back because the child was going down a dark road. And I feel like maybe she's with some people that he's not fond of, and he's not okay with it. And he has to gotta show her tough love by not supporting her. And the children are the casualty. And it's not that he don't want to take care of them.
But Amy, tough love is one thing. Your grandchildren not having a roof over their head is another.
That might be a thing that she doesn't want it. Like, he might be like, I don't want to take care of you and these men or the man that you're with. Because sometimes people come with groups. Like, I know in a situation with family and friends that I've dealt with, where like the person tries to bring a man in that's trifling or abusive and not taking care of your kids, and you try to say, no, this person can't stay there, and then you get in a fight with them, and then they don't want to live in your home, and they take the kids and they try to abuse the kids over you because they know you love the kids, to force you to deal with their bad situation. So I've seen that too.
I've seen it firsthand.
So I feel like that could possibly be the reason why he's like, no, I'm not going to take care of you if you're dealing with this type of individual or individuals. And if the kids, you're going to try to use the kids against me, I will just have to pull my support back to get you together. I've seen that. So I'm not saying that he's doing something. I'm not saying what y'all are saying is wrong, but we don't know the full situation. But I know in most cases, a person that has that much money, they may not like her company. They may be like, nah, you're not bringing these people in, or I'm not taking care of this grown man and that grown man, and the kids are suffering, but you're not gonna keep using these kids to basically let this go down. Because if it wasn't for the kids, then you've been on the street a long time ago. So I'm saying that could be the possibility. Because a lot of people who have money, they have to deal with that. But family members bringing in people that are not the most, that they have seedy intentions, and your child can't see it. The child may want to be with the person or be around the people, and you trying to tell them not to do it.
Well, thank you, Amy.
Amy, I'll say this though, real quick though. I'm gonna say this, like, I understand what you're saying, but as a father to my child, I have some kind of responsibility. As a grandfather to my grandkids, that has no bearing on what my child may do, like his daughter. I would feel some kind of obligation there. And if I felt like it was a detriment there, sometimes you can't afford to get an attorney. But the kind of money that he's supposed to have,
he could have got one.
It's enough money for him to save those kids.
Yeah, but
just in my opinion. I could be wrong.
True.
Just in my opinion.
In some cases, people use their kids to get at you. Like they know you love their kids, and they'll try to push you into something that you know is wrong. And sometimes you got to back away from the kids to get the person to understand. It's not that you rejecting the children, but if you see somebody going down the bad route or going down a bad road, you can't always basically push your money, because you can wind up in a situation where she's telling family secrets, all types of stuff. People in those situations where he's making billions of dollars, he might have a situation where she's willing to spill his tea. He's going through a divorce. You don't know what's going on. Yeah. So it's not that he don't. I don't know if he don't love his kids or he's being cruddy to her. But I always question when a father and a daughter is fighting like this to the public and get it, because most of the time it has to do with the child's choices. You want to be with this person, you want to run your life this way. I'm not going to let you live under my roof like that. I might love you, but you're not going to use these kids against me. Yeah. Like, I've been taking care of you, the kids, but if you feel like just because these kids are here, I'm going to let you stomp all over me, I'm not going to let you do that either. And that happens.
Okay, now I get that point, right?
Thank you. Carrie, I have a long line.
I got you. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate the call.
Amy.
Bye, Amy.
Bye.
I'm trying to let people speak.
I know. I got you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's take another one. Is it Moo? Can you hear
mute,
me?
Moo?
Moo? Okay, I'm gonna let
Moo,
you.
You on mute?
You're on mute, Moo.
Hi guys, it's Mo.
Hey, what's up,
Mo? Okay. Hi, Mo. What's your opinion on this situation?
What's up, Mary? What's up, Daniel? Sharrell?
Hey, what's happening?
Hey.
It's so hard to imagine that people could be cold-hearted like this.
Yeah.
Even if it's your grandchild, you have to have some sympathy, some kindness with them. They are equally like a child. If I imagine my grandchild, it's like my own child. So we see this with Kenya's mother from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We see it also with the one from Potomac, Ashley. Ashley's father is refusing to see her. So we have this in the world, in black world or white people, everything. So it's not related just to black people. It's we have examples in white people a lot. So it's sad to see people acting like this, even if they have a lot of money, because the money he loses on a hose, he can use it to help these children or his grandchildren.
And you're saying he's just not equipped to be a good father. I agree.
To be a father or a grandfather.
Thank you, Mo. I appreciate the call.
Hey, thanks, Mo.
Take care.
Thanks, Mo.
Okay, let's take a couple more calls, then I gotta go. Hi, Canelo. How are you?
Hey, guys. What's going on? Hey, Miss Andrea. What's going on, Gabor? I'm just going to say, I agree with all of you guys, but we got to remember, Dre is not a good person. He's never had a good track record. Regardless whether his we don't even know if he take care of the other grandchildren or not. We don't even know if he take care of his other children. So the whole thing is that I say is, how can we expect for him to take care of grandchildren or his own children when he don't even like his own daughter at this point in time? So it's like, because my sperm donor left us when I was the age of 8 and trying to come back into my life right about now and trying to be a father, but I'm 41 and I'm like, wait, you've been going all this time and you thinking you're going to come back into my life and tell me what I can and cannot do, and you ain't been here, but you want to tell me? No, that's not how that works. So for the daughter, she has to, if they're going through a fight right now, she just needs to tell him, like, look, you've never been there for me. And if you don't want to help me and my kids, then guess what? You don't get to see us. But what I need her to do is stop being in the media with it, because it's giving everybody, an impression of, if she's wanting sympathy, we already know he's a, MF. So we're not going to sit here and say he's bad, because we know he is. But what about her? Is she doing this for sympathy? Does she want to get money? Somebody even said she need to get a GoFundMe. So it's just, it's just a whole little, good boy did say that. But it's just a whole bunch of things that's just going on. We are not going to sit here and expect for Dre to be somebody that he would never be. And I agree with all of y'all. The grandchildren should not have to suffer. But in Dre's world, I don't care about them. Why am I going to spend my money on people I don't even see? Why am I going to even spend money? They don't even come by my house on Thanksgiving. I'm going through a divorce. So why should I spend my money? So that's what I'm looking at. And we all know Perry, you said it, Michelle Lays have said it. Everybody has come out and said Dre is not a good person. Yes, he's not.
Thank you, Canelo. I agree with everything you just said. Take care.
I love you guys. I see y'all tomorrow.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And Sharrell, just one quick note for you to the next person. I was just going to say this real quick. He didn't pay Miss Shelley child support. She had to take him to court. But then we'll go ahead.
She got child
support.
She said she got child support. He was never there for her son until the grandma died, until her mama died. Because she said that they never really had a relationship.
She had to take him to court for it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right, you guys, I'm sorry. I got room for one more question, and then I have to wrap it up. This is the last question. Hi, Bree. How are you?
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, thank you.
On Dr. Dre. What do you think of him?
Nice. Cool. So first off, first time over the air. Woo! Hi, everybody. Hi, Gabor. Hi, Perry. Hi, everybody. Woo! Hi, Andrea. Dope.
Hey, baby.
All right. So granted, I'm gonna say this. I don't know a whole lot about Dr. Dre except he, produced Eminem. I'm hearing he's trash, but I feel like the only reason why we're talking about it is because he's famous and he has a lot of money. I mean, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of deadbeat daddies out there. My own dad's a deadbeat dad, no offense, but I mean, but I feel like just because he's famous and he got a lot of money, we're putting him on this national platform. But I mean, look, it is what it is. If he has the money, and if he doesn't want to spend it on his daughter or his grandchildren, I mean, dang, that sucks. But I mean, shoot, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people out there who got the same issue, and it sucks. Don't get me wrong, it sucks, but he sucks. He sucks.
Literally.
All right,
So,
that's what Tupac said.
Cool.
That's what Tupac said.
Have a good day, guys. Bye.
Bye, Breezy.
Definitely a trending topic. Everybody is talking about it on social media. It blew up, didn't it, Andrea? Like everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
So people see it from different points of view. Perry, did you have any last words?
Yeah, just let me wrap this up. I mean, because I understand what Bree's saying. Like, she's saying that he's not, it happens on a common basis, right? But the thing is, we don't praise the common person for doing good neither. Like, we may praise him for his beats or whatever. And it's not that many billionaire daddies that's out there not taking care of their kids. That's the difference. But that's it.
This Andrew Cuomo thing, I might talk about that. I'll be back in an hour.
Get him out of there.
Andrew Cuomo, we gotta talk about that.
Sharrell, if you're not gonna come back in an hour,
I'm
do
definitely
not tell them that. They're gonna be blowing up the hotline saying we coming back.
I promise I will be back in an hour,
Okay,
and I might include the Andrew Cuomo story because it's blowing up. Stephanie said, "Y'all don't be too hard on yourselves. Us non-melanated folks wrote the book, and so did the screen adaptation, and directed the movie on these type of family struggles."
But I just feel like if he gave him and Jimmy Iovine gave $70 million to USC, his kids and stuff ought to be taken care of.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. At least the grandkids.
Okay, yeah. And if you can get a charity, you can get it to your damn great grandkids.
Yeah, for sure.
That's right.
In my opinion. That's it.
My opinion too.
Okay, so this is a busy news day today. I got a lot of stories to get in here. I'm glad we talked about Dr. Dre because this is trending. If you didn't get a chance to put your thoughts in or say your opinions, don't forget to leave comments. This is complicated. I'll just put it that. It's a complicated situation. And if you ask me, it's not a good look for Dr. Dre. I want to thank everybody for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do. I promise I will be back in an hour because I don't want you guys.
Okay, Sharrell, if you're not back in an hour, you will be responding to the hotline. That's all I'm saying.
I will be back in an hour,
and
I think we should include the Andrew Cuomo story. I really do because it's complicated, but for sure we're going to talk about more housewife news, and and then maybe Andrew Cuomo. Okay. This was a good discussion. I want to thank everybody for your opinions. At this point, nobody's right, nobody's wrong because we don't know the full story.
Exactly.
But not a good look. I'll say that, Dr. Dre. Not a good look, and not a good reputation. I'm not feeling this, me. Mods, I promise I will be back in an hour, and I'll try to keep that one down to an hour too. I have a tendency to always go over an hour, but today I'm only 1 minute over. So thanks the panel. Thank you, Perry. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Gabor. You guys always have good input. Robyn. No, I'll leave it alone.
Robbo.
Anyway. Yeah, you better ready to start up another conversation.
I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. All right, let's say bye on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.